Most people think building an aesthetic body is about lifting heavy weights. It's not. Having a V-shaped body is a system, and like any system, you can learn it. It's not just about training. It's about proportions, hormones, diet, and consistency. Small factors that completely change how your body looks. I'm going to show you the exact weekly workout split, mapped out day by day so you stop guessing and start building the V-shape you actually want. Let's start. Most people train randomly. That's why they never look aesthetic. The goal is not just to get bigger. The goal is to build the right shape. The ideal physique follows a V taper, broad shoulders, wide back, full chest, narrow waist. There's even a ratio for this, around 1.6 to 1. Shoulder to waist. This is what makes a body look naturally attractive. So instead of training everything equally, focus more on shoulders, lats, your back width, upper chest. Arms and abs support the look, but the V shape is what creates the visual impact. Once you train for proportions, your physique starts looking aesthetic, even without huge size. You can train hard, but if your hormones are low, your results will be slow. The most important hormone here is testosterone. It directly affects muscle growth, fat loss, energy levels, strength. Higher testosterone makes everything easier. Your body produces testosterone naturally, but only if you give it what it needs. It starts with cholesterol, so don't avoid healthy fats. Include foods like eggs, red meat, dairy. Your body also needs key nutrients like magnesium, vitamin D, vitamin B6. At the same time, avoid things that lower testosterone. Processed foods, seed oils, excess soy. When your hormones are optimized, your body becomes more efficient at building muscle and burning fat. Most people think training is the most important part. It's not. Diet matters more. You can train 5 times a week, but without the right diet, your results will still be average. Start with protein. You need around 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. This gives your body the building blocks to grow muscle. Focus on simple whole foods: chicken, fish, eggs, dairy, red meat. Avoid heavily processed foods. Next, adjust your calories based on your goal. If you want to lose fat, eat slightly less than your maintenance calories. If you want to build muscle, eat slightly more. But don't overdo it. A slow, controlled approach always looks better than extreme bulking. For supplements, keep it simple. You don't need much. Creatine can help, but it's optional. More useful basics include zinc, magnesium, vitamin B6. These support recovery and hormone health. At the end of the day, consistency with whole foods matters more than any supplement. Now comes the part everyone focuses on: training. But training only works if it's structured. You don't need complicated routines. You just need consistency and progression. A simple and effective split looks like this. Day 1, chest and back. Day 2, shoulders and arms. Day 3, legs. Day 4, chest and back. Day 5, shoulders and arms. Day 6, cardio. Day 7, rest. Focus on exercises that build the V shape. For chest and back, bench press, incline press, pull-ups, lat pull-downs, rows. For shoulders and arms, lateral raises, curls, dips, tricep pushdowns. For legs, keep it simple: squats, lunges, calf raises. The key principle is progressive overload. Start with a weight you can control. As you get stronger, increase the reps, then increase the weight. Over time, this forces your muscles to grow. Cardio also helps. It keeps you lean and improves overall fitness. Even simple activities like walking or cycling make a difference. Building an aesthetic body isn't complicated, but most people make it harder than it needs to be. Focus on the right proportions, and over time, your body will go from average to naturally aesthetic. Start simple, stay consistent. If you found this video helpful, drop a like and hit subscribe.